we will be studying the second reaction, that is reaction with water. Reaction with water. Okay, so when we are discussing the reaction with water, metals, when it is dissolved in water, we will get metal oxides or metal hydroxides. Metals, when it is reacting with water, we will get metal oxides or metal hydroxides. Metal oxides or metal hydroxides. For example, sodium. Let us take the example of sodium. Sodium, when it is reacting with water, we will get sodium hydroxide. We will get sodium hydroxide, and with the evolution of hydrogen gas. With the evolution of hydrogen gas. So, mainly when metals react with hydrogen, means what? Water, they will be forming what? H2O means what it is? H2O means HOH. It is like this. So, the sodium will easily give away one electron. Okay, they will be ready to give away one electron, 281. So, they will become Na plus. So, then Na plus means it is 281. One extra electron is given away. Okay, that extra electron they will be splitting in. It is OH minus and H plus. H plus and OH minus. So, this Na plus will react with OH minus. This Na plus will react with OH minus. They are deficient of electron. So, they need one electron. Okay, OH minus. They accept with one electron, extra electron given by the sodium. Then what they will be having? They will be forming the bond. They will be starting the relationship by the transfer of electrons. NaOH is formed. Is that clear? Okay, so that is it. So, the sodium, the metal, when it is reacting with water, what will be formed? Metal oxides or metal hydroxides. Okay, for example, potassium, when it is reacting with water, it will be formed potassium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. Potassium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. Okay, then aluminum, when it is reacting with water. Aluminum, when it is reacting with water, we will get aluminum oxide, Al2O3. Have you heard of this one? Aluminum oxide. What is it? What type of metal oxide it is? They are amphoteric oxides. They can have both basic character as well as acidic character plus hydrogen gas. Clear? Okay. So, metals, when it is reacting with water, they can form metal oxides as well as metal hydroxides. Okay. So, when we are discussing this portion, we have to have understanding of a particular type of question. You will be given sodium, calcium, sodium and potassium, calcium and magnesium, then sodium and potassium, calcium and magnesium. Okay. Using these three metals, let us take sodium only. Using these three metals, you have to calcium and magnesium, sodium and potassium, calcium and magnesium, then comes aluminum and iron. Okay. So, using these three sets of metals, you have to explain the reactivity of water, or you have to explain the reactivity of these elements, the difference in the reactivity of these elements using these three sets of metals. What you will do? So, when the scientists were doing the experiments and all, they were reacting different metals with water. So, when they were starting with the experiments and all, they found out that the sodium and potassium, they simply reacted with cold water. We didn't want to do anything. If it is just in contact with the cold water, they started to react. they started to form compounds. Sodium and potassium, they are highly reactive because they need to attain stability. Only one electron is required for them to lose. Okay, so that is why they are reacting easily with cold water. But when calcium and magnesium were given, let us take the case of magnesium. Magnesium, it will not react with cold water, it will only react with hot water. It will only react with hot water. So, simply adding magnesium into a cold water will not produce any change. They won't produce any precipitation. They won't produce any magnesium oxide or magnesium hydroxide. But what we have to do? We have to burn the water. We have to apply heat to the water. That means after putting the magnesium ribbon or magnesium piece into this water, we have to boil it. So, while boiling, what will happen? They will start to react. Okay. So, now listen, magnesium, which is the 12th element, sodium, magnesium, aluminum, isn't it? 12th element, 2, 8, 2. They have to remove 2 electrons in order to attain stability, completely filled outer electronic configuration. 2 extra electrons are there. Here it was 2, 8, 1, only 1, easily they can give. But here first they have to give 1 electron, then they have to give the second electron. So, a time takes. So, for that we have to apply some energy. In order to remove these 2, they are very easily, they will remove it, but then also with respect to sodium, we have to apply a little bit of energy in order to remove these 2 electrons to form compounds or to form stable ions. Then they will be forming the precipitate magnesium oxides and magnesium hydroxides. Is that clear? Okay. So, that is the magnesium will only react with hot water. Then comes aluminum or iron. They won't react with cold water or hot water, but they will only react with steam. They will only react with steam. Okay, can you follow? They will only react with steam. That means what? Water in gaseous form, water vapors. At 100 degrees Celsius, we are boiling it. After boiling, they are converting it into vapors. They are converting it into vapor. So, the energy is high. Here hot water we had to boil till 0 degree to what? From 4 to 5 degree to 100 degree. Before that around 60 degree we have to heat it. But in steam condition it is 100 degree. We have to apply more energy. That means aluminum 13th element 2, 8 and 3. 3 extra electrons are there. We have to remove 1 electron, second electron and the third electron. So, we have to apply more energy to that. Then only the aluminum will form the compound aluminum hydroxide, aluminum oxide and aluminum hydroxide. Okay, is that clear? So, using the reaction with water, the reactivity of these 3 electrons, these 3 metals or the elements can be easily explained. Sodium and potassium will only they will react easily with cold water, but magnesium and calcium they will only react with hot water. But aluminum and iron, they won't react with cold water or hot water. They will only react with steam. So, according to that, according to these 3 different, the change or the variation in the reactivity, we can explain the reaction or the reactivity series of these 3 elements or these 3 types of elements. Is that clear? Okay. So, that is also clear. So, reaction with oxygen and reaction with water we have discussed. Okay. Then the third case is the reaction with acids. Reaction with acids. This we have studied before, isn't it? This we have studied before. Where it is? We have studied it when we have studied the case of acids. So, metals, when it is reacting with acids, what will be formed? Metals, when it is reacting with acids, they will form salt. They will form salt plus what? Plus hydrogen gas. They will form salt plus hydrogen gas. So, magnesium, when it is reacting with HCl, hydrochloric acid, we will get magnesium chloride plus hydrogen gas. Okay. So, when metals are reacting with acids, we will get metal salts. We will get salt and hydrogen gas. This is the third type of reaction. Okay. So, these are the different types of reactions. Again, we have to discuss some more types of reactions and also we have to discuss the formation of compounds when a metal and non-metal reacts. That we can discuss in the next class. Okay, stay safe. Thank you.